Okay, alright, so I am back, and today we're gonna do some more RU, but it's a pretty cool RU thing today. So basically, we have new bands in the tier, okay? So, real quickly, I'll show you what they are. So, this is the screenshot of which mons were voted to be banned and which ones actually did get banned. So, Drampa, Executor, Alolan Executor, Indeedee, Machamp, Ninetales, Alolan Raichu, Salazzle, and Virizion were all voted on to be banned or not banned. You can look at this later. You can just pause the video and look at who voted what if you need to. But the ones that were banned have been Drampa, Indeedee, Ninetales, Raichu, and Virizion. So what does this mean for the tier? Well, as you can see from a lot of these are mostly offensive threats. Indeedee is a huge offensive threat with the Choice Scarf expanding force. Drampa was insane with specs. Ninetales supported the Sun archetype. Raichu Alola was insane with our Rising Voltage paired with the Pinsirchin. And Virizion was just an insane Calm Mind set or a SD set. Also very good on offense or balance. However, the team that I got to number 1 with included, which was a stall of course, included a Drampa, which was defensive and especially defensive, and was the main defarg of the team. So what does that mean for my team? Well, I have updated it to include a Decidueye. So, one of the main reasons for Drampa was that it helped versus the Sun archetype, in particular Ninetales. Because Ninetales could, in theory, beat Miltank with Nasty Plot, and could Solar Beam down the Quagsire. However, with Ninetales out of the tier now, it is no longer necessary to have the Drampa, and obviously it got banned too, so we had to replace it, but Drampa was no longer a necessity, so Decidueye just works slightly better even on the team. Just because you don't have to deal with the offensive threats of Indeedee, Drampa, Ninetales, Raichu, or Virizion anymore. So, in all honesty, I think the stall got better, and if we check the RU ladder, I think I'm still number 1. Yes, so I am still number 1. I played a couple games. I think I played 2 games with the updated version with the Decidueye, and it performs way, way better because there's no longer Indeedee to predict around with Drapion, and Drapion still serves a amazing purpose and spamming knockoff and toxic. So yeah, like this team is very good. Basically I just want to show it off, again with the updated version with the Decidueye instead of the Drampa. And once again, I don't really feel like waiting 20 minutes to get a game, so we're just going to change our name by putting a 1 next to it. Type in the password, click enter, and then we'll look for it. Okay, yep, it changed. Now with the same name with a 1 next to it, we'll search for a game. It should be fairly quick. If not fairly quickly, we'll just go over the addition to, like, what does this provide, the Decidueye. Like, basically it's a defogger, which is obviously needed on any stall team. But with the addition of Decidueye, you get a Trapper. So this helps us as opposing stall now, or not necessarily opposing stall, but fatter teams, because stall isn't really an archetype that's really explored in this tier, other than like very niche, like Quagsire, I don't know, Quagsire, Pyukumuku. So it's like it does exist, obviously, but it's not really explored to a depth where like it is in OU or UU. So I'm one of the main players using stall. No one on the ladder really uses stall, like no one in the top, except for myself, obviously uses stall. So yeah, anyway, with the access of Spirit Shackle plus Toxic, it actually helps versus a lot of opposing stall teams, because opposing stall teams don't generally contain Drapion. So, we get their game. Looks like he's losing to T-Spikes, which is pretty sick. But we might lose to Bevier. Obviously, we do have the Decidueye now, which is pretty cool, because we do, like, wall both of his, dual stabs, but Dark Lariat is something we have to watch out for. However, we can go into Weezing and get the Will-O-Wisp off eventually, so that's pretty cool. I do honestly think that the Rotom is leading, so we should just lead Decidueye. He does lead Rotom, of course. We can Spirit Shackle or Toxic here. Either one works. He might want to Trick, so we can just Toxic here. If he wants to Volt Switch, that's fine. His switching is probably hit 1 top anyway. Yeah, Trick is totally fine with me. If we get the Toxic off, that's perfect here. Here we'll double into Quagsire. He shouldn't Leaf Storm. Yeah, he just Volt Switches. And now we can double right back into Decidueye here as he Leaf Storms. And now we can Spirit Shackle. I do believe he's still faster than us, so it's kind of iffy, but we'll see. He goes on top here as we Spirit Shackle, obviously not gaining us much, but we do get the opportunity to go into Weezing here. As he triple axles hits 1 time, because of neutralizing gas, we don't actually take damage, or we don't take that much. Oh, he's not even Technician, my bad, so we wouldn't have taken damage regardless. But yeah, here we can get up Toxic Spikes as he goes Magneton. We do have our Quagsire here. I'm I'm just wondering if he'll expect that and click Tri Attack, so we could just go Miltank, honestly. It's probably a fine play just going Miltank too. As he does just Toxic, which is an interesting play for sure. But now we can go hard into Quagsire expecting the Volt Switch. Yep. So this is good for us. Now we can get our Earthquake or Scald even. If he wants to Toxic, that's fine. We can eventually Aromatherapy it off. Hopefully he's not Spin. Okay, he does just stay in and opt for the Toxic plan. So now we'll probably Earthquake. Rotom is a little annoying, but okay, we'll just get in our Drapion here. No reason not to, honestly. He defogs. Okay, interesting. He does Volt Switch here. Obviously not doing that much damage. We do get the knockoff on something now, which is always good. We'll see what he wants to go into. He goes into Magneton, which is interesting for sure. We can just go right into Quagsire here. And then probably we'll double into our Aromatisse. Yeah, we'll just double into Aromatisse here as he goes to Vaporeon. Now we get the Aromatherapy off, which is very good for us. If he wants to Wish, that's totally fine with me, but yeah. Without his Eviolite, Magneton becomes a much more handleable or manageable threat. Obviously still annoying, but it's definitely much more manageable now. We can go Drapion here. Hopefully Clash Trick like Toxic. He Flash Cannons, does a good amount of damage. We can rest here. Yep, him on top comes out. That's fine. We can go into Weezing and try to get up T-Spikes once again. Obviously him having Defog on Rotom is a little annoying, but it's manageable. He goes Claydol. We can go to Decidueye. Obviously not having the access to Defog and Roost at the same time is a little unfortunate, but we can Defog here. He shouldn't want to stay in risking a Spirit Shackle. So he does just go Vaporeon, which is interesting. We can go right into Weezing and try to get up T-Spikes, I guess. He Flip Turns. Wow, interesting. Okay, that's not something I expected, but it is something for sure. He does bring in Magneton. We can get some Miltank here. Yeah, he just Flash Cannons. Hopefully he tries to Toxic once again, which would be good for us. Not so good for him, but yeah. Hopefully he does just try to Toxic. He just goes Vaporeon, which is fine. We can get up our rocks here. Him Flip Turning is an interesting play, because if he goes Claydol, we can just go into Decidueye to block the Rapid Spin. Yeah. Or we get Toxic even. Him being Flip Turn screams to me that he doesn't have Heal Bell, which is pretty interesting. So we can just Stealth Rock here. Or sorry, we can Toxic here. And then we can go hard to Decidueye, honestly. That would be a pretty fine play in all honesty. We can also just Seismic Toss though, see what he wants to do. If he wants to spin, we'll just get up our own rocks. He has Toxic on this as well, which is a little annoying, but again, manageable for sure. We'll just go Aromatisse here as he teleports out. Understandable play, so totally fine. What does he want to do here though? If he goes Beware, he goes Magneton. Okay, we'll Protect here, see what he wants to do. He clicks Flash Cannon. He might click Toxic, expecting the switch now. He doesn't, so that's cool. We'll just recover. If he wants to Toxic, we can just Aromatherapy it off later. So that's totally fine with me. He just goes Vaporeon. I'm gonna actually Toxic this. I want to see if he does have the... Oh, he just Flip Turns. Interesting. Does he want to go Rotom here? That's an interesting play on his end. He does just go Rotom. Okay, that's fine. We could just bring in our Decidueye, honestly. Yeah, he does Volt Switch expecting the switch, so good on him, but... I think we're still in a decent position here. If he wants to go Beware, we'd probably do just Toxic it, honestly. If he goes Magneton, I think we Spirit Shackle and get rid of it, which is very good for us. If he goes Hitmontop, okay, he does go Beware. I think we Toxic here. We do land, which is good for us. If he Darkest Layer, it's a little annoying that we lose it, but it's definitely manageable here. Yeah, we'll Aromatherapy now. Hopefully he doesn't just stay in. If he does, that'd be quite annoying, but it's, again, manageable for sure. He goes Magneton. We'll go Quagsire. Okay, now we'll Earthquake. Hopefully he tries to Toxic here. He just goes Vaporeon. Okay, interesting. If he wants to Wish, we'll get a Toxic off. Cool. Does he Flip Turn here? He probably just Protects, right? He might try to Flip Turn, though. So, this is interesting on what to do here. We could just go Drapion, honestly. Or we could go Aromatisse. Aromatisse works too. It kind of prevents everything except for Magneton, which is definitely annoying. Yeah, we can just Earthquake. He does Flip Turn, though, so he is actually putting himself in range of some stuff, which is interesting for sure. We'll go Drapion here. He does Leaf Storm here. We'll Knock Off. Hopefully he's afraid and doesn't Volt Switch. He does Volt Switch, though, which is understandable, of course. He goes Claydol. Wow, okay, he gives us Claydol. That's very good for us. We'll see what he wants to do here, though. That was an interesting play. Yeah, Beware is obviously the best play, but... yeah, this is tough now. How do we beat this? We can Knock Off and then try to rest, I guess. We do outspeed this. We're 1 point faster. We'll see if he Scarf, I guess. Okay, if he's Choice Banded, we probably die. I mean, we knock it off, but we die regardless, is what I'm saying. Okay, we don't die. Wow, okay. We can rest here. He clicked close combat instead of double edge. That's pretty interesting because Aromatisse could have easily come in there. Okay. He clicks close combat again, does a lot of damage. Okay, we'll go Aromatisse. He seems to have a... Oh, wow. Wow, dude. Okay, that's really annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. We have to aromatherapy here. Hopefully we get it off. Okay, cool. That was very annoying, but... Because now Aromatisse is weakened, which is tough, but... He does Toxic on the switch. Good play on his end. We'll recover up here. Yeah, this isn't looking too good anymore. We have to go Miltank. Hopefully he doesn't Voltage. He does though. And if he brings a Beware, I think we're losing. Maybe. Maybe it's still manageable. Hopefully he doesn't Body Slam and we can try to bring in Aromatisse and Wish up and stuff. That's our best bet, I think. Okay, he does go Beware. If he Body Slams, we probably lose. He does Drain Punch though, so we can Wish here. Body Slam, don't pair up, please. Cool. And now we can Protect. Or we can Moonblast expecting Magneton, but I think Protect is just slightly safer. Because this dies now, basically, if he switches out, so that's fine. Yeah, Protect is safer, so nice. How do we win, though, is the question, isn't it? I guess we go Quagsire here. If you Flash Cannon, that's fine. We'll recover here. I don't think he wants to lose this just yet. We can go Weezing, or we can just sack Drapion at this point. I think Weezing is less... Well, no, Weezing is useful for Hitmontop, right? So we can go Drapion. Hopefully he clicks Leaf Storm. If not, it's fine. Okay, he does. And we should live now, Volt Switch, I believe. And we can get a rest off. It's still not obvious, but it's definitely something. Okay, we do live. Perfect. Now we get the rest off and we get to annoy more of his stuff. Yeah, especially this. If we get the Sleep Talk knockoff, we just win, I think. Perfect. Okay. So it doesn't kill, but we do get to Sleep Talk. It doesn't matter what we roll here. We get the knockoff, it's fine. If we didn't get it, we just knocked off the next turn because we're faster. So yeah, that would have been something else. But yeah, I think now we're just totally winning. Yeah, perfect. So as you saw, we were in a not so great position after he paralyzed our Aromatisse because we were forced to Aromatherapy. Otherwise, we ended up being in a not so great spot later on in the game because of potential para. So that was a little unfortunate, but aside from that, we were definitely in a good position for the rest of the game. So like I said, having Decidueye, being able to Spirit Shackle stuff and just Toxic things is just amazing. And its utility as a defogger is nowhere like comparable to Drampa because it actually is better than Drampa, I believe. We'll get one more game because it's a stall game. I don't think we're going to try to get the usual 4 games that we usually do, but we'll see. So he has a Drapion, which is very annoying for this team because we basically have to try to kill it with Quagsire or burn it and then try to eventually chip it down. So again, I think he probably leads with Rotom. Passimian is an option as well, so we can just go Weezing here. We can get up our T-Spikes on whatever comes in afterwards. He should just knock off. I think that's the correct play. He might Gunk Shot though, expecting the Aromatisse, and that would be totally fine too if we go Weezing. So we'll see here. He just taunts. Wow, interesting. We can definitely Sludge Bomb though. Wow, that's an interesting play for sure. I didn't understand, or sorry, I didn't know that. Wow, okay, he's just letting it. We do get the poison as well. I'm not really sure about his sequence of plays there. It's interesting, but I don't know. It's not something that I would do if I'm being honest. Anyway, we get Sludge Bomb here, and now we're not taunted anymore. Is he double taunt? We'll see. We'll just Wisp here. Hopefully he just tries to set up G-Spikes or something. Earthquake is cool, but we do just, if we land, okay, dude. If he landed, we were in a great position, but if we don't, now we have to rest. He goes Zard. Interesting. We can just go Miltank here. I think this is totally fine. Like, yeah, Air Slash isn't doing enough. If he's Focus Blast, it's an issue, but other than that, we just get up free rocks, honestly. And, okay, Roar. Interesting. We'll go right back into Miltank. See what I want to do. If he Flamethrower, that's fine. Air Slash again. We'll milk drink here, sorry. If he wants to go Passimian, he's just going to be taking more damage. Focus Blast this turn. He does do 57, but it's in our favor to dodge. Basically, like, it's doing exactly the same amount of damage as it would with Leftovers plus Milk Drink, and a little less depending on the rolls. So we can just Milk Drink until he eventually misses or runs out of Focus Blast. He just roars. He brings us right back into Weezing, though. I mean, like, it is what it is, but it's definitely kind of annoying. We'll go right back into Miltank, though. He Focus Blasts and he finally misses, which is good for us. If he didn't, what we would have to do is we'd have to go into Aromatisse and, like, try to Wish back up. Finally make the Toxic off, so we can't do this forever. We can just go Miltank once again. No reason not to here. He clicks Flamethrower finally, not doing any damage. He knows that he doesn't want to waste Focus Blast, so he might not want to stay in here. We'll just Seismic Toss. If he Focus Blast, it's unfortunate, but it's still winning. This is interesting. It's not leftovers on Vaporeon, so he can just Toxic here and see what he wants to do. Wish, okay, interesting. Okay, we'll just Seismic Toss. Passimian comes in. This might actually die. Well, it won't die. Never mind. Passimian's not that frail, is it? Yeah. What do we do here, though? We can just go into Weezing, right? Yeah, Drain Punch isn't doing enough for you, I'm afraid. So, yeah, we can just waste him turns asleep here, honestly. And, yeah, I think this position is definitely winning. Vaporeon comes in, which is a little annoying, but we can go Decidueye now. Well, actually, Drapion is still pretty healthy, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go Moltec then. He surfs. Wow, he's offensive. Well, to an extent. We can just Seismic Toss here. Oh, actually, we could Milk Drink too, but Seismic Toss just feels a little better. He's Berry, so the Seismic Toss was actually just better, honestly, because now we can kill unless he's Protect. If he is Protect, though, it's whatever, because he still takes 25% from Toxic, and then we essentially just get another turn of leftovers. So Seismic Toss here is definitely free. If he wants to pass into Passimian, that's totally fine, because this thing dies upon entry plus, like, literally any type of damage. So Passimian does come in. We can just bring in Weezing once again. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast. I know that's a issue that sometimes happens, but like I'm just so used to playing stall that I know the lines in and out. Anyway, he taunts here, which is fine. We can just burn another turn to sleep, and then if he goes Drapion, we can double into our Quagsire. He stays into close combat, which is interesting for sure, but we can definitely just Ledge Bomb here. Yeah, he doesn't really have a switch in. Right, if Rhydon wants to come in, I think Taunt wears off, and then we can just okay. Wow, that's an interesting choice for sure. We can go Drapion here. We don't really need Drapion, so sacking it off is fine, especially if he wants to try to be cool and click the anything other than Flamethrower, basically. Yeah, this is fine. We can knock off here. He is in range of Blaze, so I don't actually want to take that. We'll just go Miltank. If he Focus Blast, good play. If he doesn't, though, we just eat this, yeah. And now we can Milk Drink as he dies to Focus. If he Focus Blast, we live, and we Milk Drink, and he dies to Toxic. He does just Focus Blast, sorry, Flamethrower, though, so we can Milk Drink up to basically full. And yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. I don't know why he's still playing, honestly. I think this is just a completely losing position for him. Okay, missing Toxic might be a reason why, especially if he's Cursed. That's interesting. Do we need this for anything anymore? I don't think so. We'll just Toxic once again. Wow, that did a lot. He's Life Orb. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's definitely something. I guess the Decidueye is the least useful at this point, right? Earthquake shouldn't do that much. Wow, okay. Oh my god. That did so much. Jesus. Okay, we'll just Roost here. We are faster. Hopefully he tries to Earthquake once again, expecting the Quagsire to come in, so it'll be interesting, but he should just die eventually. He does Earthquake again, so we live, and he's still not in range of anything, so we'll Roost again. Hopefully he doesn't Stone Edge. If he does, we die. Okay, he misses. That's great for us, because now he's actually in range of Spirit Shackle. Obviously, it didn't matter. He would have just dropped to literally anything. Actually, he would have died that turn if he hit because of Life Orb damage. So, yeah, like, I was basically sacking Decidueye off anyway. Having it alive is just an extra bonus. He goes Drapion. Weezing is just safe here. Yeah, if he wants to Earthquake, I think that's fine. We can just Will-O-Wisp here. As long as you don't miss. Actually, missing could be annoying, so we'll rest first, yeah. And then we can go Quagsire pretty freely. He should just try spamming Earthquakes at this point, so it is what it is. So Quagsire comes in, yep, that's fine. And if he wants to, okay, well, I don't know why I'm clicking Toxic, I meant to click Scald. Yeah, basically, if he goes Mow, we can Fish for a burn. If he knocks off, we can Fish for a burn. If he doesn't, we can recover. And, yeah. Basically, now he should try to go into Vaporeon, try to get Water Absorb. If he Earthquakes again, that's interesting, but I'm not sure if it's the right play. Well, Earthquake here, he seems adamant on wanting to stay this in, but yeah, he knows it's completely lost from this position. It's just yeah, he just cannot win from this position, honestly. Yeah, so that's a pretty good game. Maybe we'll get one more, just one more, because I have some more time, so why not? But yeah, basically, the point of this video is just to show that, like, I made a guide on stall, and one of the points I wanted to drive home was adapt to the current meta. And the current meta has changed. If one of your things, Drampa in this case, gets banned, just don't worry about it. Just replace it and adapt to the current meta. Obviously, I got pretty lucky, and my team literally just needed one swap from Drownpin to Decidueye. But let's say I had to change all, like, almost, like, all of the team. Let's say I had to change 5 mons. That still would be fine as long as I'm having success on the ladder. Like, the main goal should be success, not, like, being set in stone on what to use. Anyway, here, once again, it looks like T-Spikes have a fun day. Obviously, Frostmoth probably won't get affected. And Frostmoth is a threat because Bug Buzz does do quite a bit to Miltank. So we'll try to watch out for that, but yeah, I think he might lead Mudsdale, so we can lead Weezing here. He leads Passimian. We'll just set up T-Spikes immediately. He should U-turn out. That should be the correct play here. He knocks. Okay, interesting, but it's fine. We can definitely just Sludge Bomb here. Everything on his team except for Charizard gets affected, so Sludge Bomb might poison, and that's great for us. Perfect. That looks like no damage. Is that like a Salt Vest? Jesus Christ. There's no way that did that little. That must be a Salt Vest, dude. Okay, anyway, we'll just... Okay, he's Toxic. He's not a Salt Vest. Wow, that's crazy. It did so little. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, honestly. We'll go Aromatisse and we'll just Aromatherapy. I don't want the Toxic to be staying on that ever. We'll go Drapion here. If he wants to Wish Pass into Dhelmise, yep, exactly. We can now threaten it with a knockoff. Plus, he should be fearful of the spin because of Decidueye. He goes Mudstill. Interesting play. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say than interesting. You can just go Decidueye, and we can Spirit Shackle here. Basically, anything that wants to come in, we'll just get Spirit Shackled. If he goes into Frostmoth, okay, Charizard should die. Yeah, perfect. Frostmoth does come in. We have to go hard Miltank. He does Quiver Dance. Okay, now we have to Toxic. Hopefully he's not sub. If he's sub, this is definitely annoying. Okay, we do land it, and now we Milk Drink first. Yep, does a lot of damage, as we see. I think we Seismic Toss now. Hopefully we live. Yep, perfect. And yeah, at this point we can just Protect on the next turn. Yeah, I think we can just go Aromatisse and Protect. If he's Rest, then we definitely lose, but aside from a Rest set, I think we're definitely in a winning position here. He goes Vaporeon. Interesting play, for sure. We'll just go Drapion. Heal Bell is fine. We can just knock off here. And yeah, basically, like, we're just winning now. Obviously, Frostmoth is still a big threat because of Boots being a thing. He wishes. We'll just Toxic. He Protects. Okay, interesting. We'll Toxic here. Yep, totally fine. We'll knock off. We'll basically run this out of PP eventually. Wish, that's fine. We'll knock off. He should probably Heal Bell here. Yep, and then we'll Toxic. Protect is fine. We can't miss Toxic because we're a Poison type. That's just a mechanic that is a thing. He keeps trying to Wish. We'll just knock off, preventing the Wish Pass. He Skulls. No Burn still. Unfortunate for him, but not too bad. Anyway, we can go to Decidueye finally. Expecting him not to Wish this turn, and now we can get the Spirit Shackle off, which is great. He goes in Dhelmise. This should honestly just drop. We do have enough speed to outspeed Adamant, so unless he's Jolly, he will just drop here. Perfect. Like, Adamant max speed is guaranteed outsped by Decidueye. He sacks that to get in Frostmoth. We'll just Spirit Shackle. Ice Beam shouldn't kill us. Perfect. Don't freeze. Shit, dude. Are you serious? Okay, that's very annoying. He has to Quiver Dance, right? Damn, dude, that's so annoying. Okay, hopefully we live. Don't get frozen again. Yeah, that was very unfortunate, because now we could lose. Okay, at least we don't get frozen again, and we get the, That was just really bad. That was so bad. Yeah, that was really bad. Now we're actually not in a great position because of Passimian. I mean, we still have Weezing, so that's great, so we can Protect here. He Rock Slides, okay, now we'll go hard into... Okay, he just forfeits. He knows that Weezing does just win at this position because he can't really switch in Vaporeon anymore into Sludge Bombs because of Rocks plus Poison damage plus Sludge Bomb damage, so... Yeah, I mean, that freeze was terrible, but like we saw, it's this team can come back from it. So, pretty good team, honestly. I'll leave the updated version of this team with the Decidueye in the description. And yeah, hopefully, like, you guys have success with this team as well. Because I do honestly think this is a great team, and I think RU really needs to start exploring Stall as a viable archetype. Because I don't really see that many people explore it. Aside from myself, of course. Anyway, on the ladder, I'm not sure about the tournament meta. Maybe it's explored quite a bit more in tournament, but honestly, like, in most tournaments, or in most tournament metas, Stall is just non-existent because a lot of good players just know how to beat Stall. And yeah, it's just not existent. So usually, if there is a Stall meta, it's on the ladder, so I'm pretty surprised that this ladder doesn't contain that much stall, because I do honestly think it's great. As we see, we laddered up to number 1 and we're up ahead by a very large margin. Obviously 40 points doesn't seem like much to a new player when they start at 1000 rating, because you gain like 40 points for a win, but this high on the ladder, it's like 10 games to get 40 points. It's crazy. So yeah, I think that's it. Maybe we'll check our rating real quickly. What we're at, almost 1400, so that's great. And yeah, maybe eventually maybe we'll get HAK1 up here to number 2 alongside our main account. Anyway, with that out of the way, thanks for watching. Hope this was enjoyable. Obviously, stall isn't the most enjoyable at most times, but this is an interesting stall with Decidueye and Toxic Spikes Weezing. It has double poison. Anyway, that's all in the previous video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.